all right, this guy is like mad cringe, but I'm gonna try. I, I'm gonna try to bear with this fucking clown ass nigga. So this shit is called is Gachika overhyped. Listen, y'all. When I was in the car reading the manga, I did fall asleep in this one battle, which is not a good sign. But it's really like a really dangerous battle. My only issue is like the stuff with Zodal. Like, the Zodal battles have been kind of falling off for like a while. So I'm like, he hasn't killed anyone. Like, what the fuck? Encountered this guy a handful of times and he hasn't killed anyone. Constantly went for like Jabber, like same for Jabber, he hasn't killed anyone. And like with this like other newer character, like she like touches him. This like one dude, she should be like, all right, I got all downloaded him with my touch. She got countered. Like what the fuck? I don't know what we're doing in this current arc that I'm fucking reading. I might try to like 100. I'm like, what the fuck we doing? That's my only real gripe. It's not holding up right now, but we'll see after this arc. But this shit is called Gachika. It's like overhyped though. We'll see. Like the game's really fucking good.
Do you like garbage, trash, waste? Do you like dumpster juice, dog water perhaps? What if I told you
This
that
guy.
there was a piece of trash that was loved
I
by
really
an
don't like the guy
entire
either.
community of people? A heaping pile of garbage that hundreds of thousands of people consume every day and praise it. They might even show it to other people. What piece of trash am I talking about? That's right, I'm gonna keep dunking on y'all. I'm just kidding. I'm
Soul
just kidding.
Leveling does suck though. The fact that he is so OP is ridiculous. He really should not be this busted. He literally, he literally like defeats all these powerful ass dudes, and he's like, all right, get this nigga. He just summons them like that, and I'm like, dude, what the? How are you gonna beat him? Like, I literally had no idea.
GACHIAKUTA is the new hot shonen manga on the scene, and it recently just got an anime adaptation by Studio Bones. However, I've known about GACHIAKUTA way before the anime was ever even announced, because I started heavily using two of the sweatiest apps on the internet, Twitter and Reddit. I started joining different communities in the manga sphere, and not only did I realize how racist, sexist, and horny a lot of anime fans are, but I was also bombarded by countless panels of this absolutely insane art by Kei Urana. And let me just say,
art's good.
Holy shit. This manga's art is some of the most beautiful, most detailed, most saucy art that I have ever seen. I swear to God, Kei Urana dips her pen in ragu instead of ink, because this is peak sauce. Being somebody who appreciates more stylistic art, I was convinced that I had to read this manga. Only thing that stopped me was the fact that Kodansha's app is absolutely terrible. Also, because when I started trying to read it, I couldn't find a good translation to save my life. But I felt like I was missing out on some life-changing stuff. Not one person had anything negative to say about this manga, so of course I was curious. Could this manga really hit me with the two-piece? Amazing stylized art and exciting storytelling? The macaroni with the chicken strips? So I finally got the chance to read GACHIAKUTA's official translation, and oh my god, I dropped it around 40 chapters.
40 chapters? I think he's I think he's talking about the Zoro introduction. Let me see. 40 chapters? You dropped it? Let me see something, because I had shit on my fucking phone. Chapter 40, we're talking about around chapter 40. That's crazy, dude. Hold on. Dude, that shit was the fucking backstory. What? I don't think he remembers, because I was locked in heavy when it came to Alma's backstory. Now, that's the other thing I don't like either. I'm not a fan of like how they trained Alma. Yeah, the backstory was mega fucked up, but it's like, dude, y'all still treat her bad. Like what are we doing there really?
But it was, but at the time I
I need that
wasn't
mad
messing with
payoff
it as
for
much as I
now.
wanted to. And it was pretty disappointing for me because every chapter I read, the art had me like,
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Stop.
but then the story had me like, I feel like I'm being teased a little bit.
I'm
Maybe
being
I'm
dick
not sure.
teased, yeah.
Maybe I'm
About to bust.
and I thought that the community was just gassing it because,
oh, look at this pretty art and action. This is the best thing in the world.
like, stop doing tricks on it. Kei Urana is not gonna let you hit. But now that the anime is coming out and I'm enjoying it so far, I decided,
I mean, if only. If only her and her mom. How about both of them? Like, let me hit. How about that? They both pulled up. They were like, okay, I get the tip. You get like where's under. I'm like,
to pick the manga back up from where I left off to see if the hype was really warranted. I wanted to see if GACHIAKUTA was overhyped. There's gonna be mad spoilers for GACHIAKUTA in this video, so go read it first if you don't want to be spoiled. And before
what you got? No.
there's a story about a young man named Rudo. You see, Rudo is a little special because he loves trash. No, I'm not kidding. This nigga is a dumpster diver. Just imagine how many volumes of solo leveling he's found. 2 for 2, baby. You guys can probably understand why I was calling it garbage in the beginning of the video because that is what this manga is about. Trash. You see, Rudo's adopted dad is of the philosophy that all objects have souls as long as they're taken care of.
Soul Eater, yeah.
So nothing really is trash per se. And this is why Rudo goes dumpster diving to salvage wasted goods, revamp them, and repurpose them. He even gets a little plushie and fixes it up to give to his crush. I feel you, Rudo. These women like dudes that can buy them stuff. When you broke, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. His crush actually accepts the plushie. Rudo gets so excited that he runs to tell Recto, only to get back to the crib and find Recto on the floor with somebody standing over him, driving a knife in his stomach. The person who poked him up ended up escaping, leaving Rudo as the only person on the scene of the crime. Since nobody else was there, the cops think that the only person who could have done it is Rudo himself, so they capture him and they throw him off the face of the earth. Yes, in this world, when you commit a crime, you don't go to jail. They literally toss you off a cliff. At least he doesn't have to worry about dropping his soul. Rudo was thrown into a place called the Pit. You see, the place where Rudo originally lived is called the Sphere, and the Pit is where people throw all of their trash. When Rudo falls to the ground, he ends up in a wasteland full of trash, as expected. What he didn't expect was to be attacked by big-ass monsters made of trash. Trash beasts. He ends up getting saved by a guy named Engine, who works for an organization called the Cleaners. They specialize in cleaning up trash beasts so that the ground can be a little bit more safe. But the only way they can actually kill the trash beasts are by using these things called vital instruments. You see, it turns out that what Recto said was true. If you take care of an object and nurture it well enough, you have the chance to become something called a giver, where you're basically able to give life or super.
And for everyone that actually looked at that Bleach, it literally works the exact same thing as like the Fullbringers
powers to the object that you prefer. And Rudo is not only a giver, but this dude loves trash so much that he can even use multiple objects as vital instruments. Engine sees potential in him, so he invites him to
I'll get around to like my current thoughts about like what's happening with Rudo, because they're also like, well, you're using one of the you're using one of them like special ass like all instruments, the Watchman series equipment, and they said that if you're using that, you're supposed to go crazy. So the fact that you haven't is some shit. And like what I also saw too was that if he takes them off, he starts dying. Like he needs to literally have them on 24/7, which is some shit too. So that's interesting as well. I'm still trying to see what's going on there.
Be a part of the Akuta Cleaner, and of course Rudo accepts.
Freaking cleaners, the freaking clean niggas.
With the goal of making his way back to the Sphere so that
he can murder everyone that has ever wronged him.
I mean, find out the connection between the ground and the Sphere and who killed Recto. I gotta say,
she was cooking. Like I think that's still his goal. Like they made it dubious nowadays. I can't even tell you like what Rudo would do currently if he actually went back to the Sphere. Still like kill everyone, which would be really interesting. Just like they don't lean on that persona, which is weird. That's the only thing I'm like, hey, why not? You know. And then like there's also like the fact that okay, over 100 chapters in, still hasn't killed anyone. So that's weird too. I'm like, what are we doing with that?
Hey, Miss Urana, W concept. Honestly, it's very commendable to have an original concept because there aren't a lot of new concepts for shonen manga nowadays. Everything is either Chainsaw Man or Naruto these days. So this is clean. This is clean.
Clean niggas.
Get it? Get it?
You're not fucking funny.
All right, okay.
You really
On my
are.
first read, I dropped GACHIAKUTA during the Amo arc. Probably like right before the arc was over, I dropped it. Why, you ask? Because I was bored, bruh. I was bored. You see, I like to give a series around 40 chapters to make me mentally nut. If it's not able to do that in 40 chapters or one season of anime, then it's very likely that I'll just drop it. I feel like by 40 chapters in, you should be in some super deep lore and plot relevant shit.
Which you are. Even in the Amo arc, what are you talking about?
And dealing with Amo, to me, did not feel like anything super lore crazy, other than the fact that Amo's boots had the same logo that Rudo's gloves had. The second reason why I dropped the series is because I couldn't shake the feeling that I fell into the community hype trap. Okay, students, here's another terminology that you guys need to know. The CHT, or the
The fuck you mean community high trap? What the fuck is that?
community hype trap. The community hype trap is activated whenever you see a large group of people hyping up an anime or manga. They use this hype to trap you into experiencing that story and furthering their own agenda.
Just say fuck them. Like, easy as that. Like, that's why I didn't get into, like, GACHIAKUTA, because I'm like, okay, if you are blazing the series, what are what reviewers saying? Especially, like, the negative ones. And I'm like, okay, like, looking at like the more specific aspects of the series, how well does it gel with me? Not pretty not much. Okay, like I'm not even because if I really can't get into it to where I'm like I can't even consider it, it's not good. I'm sorry. I'll just be honest there.
Now, this trap is not always a bad thing. They could either trap you by making you experience a story that's complete butt cheeks, or introduce you to one of the best series that you've ever read. But more often than not, it's butt cheeks. So be
It's the
careful out there
former, I
the next
know.
time you're roaming them Twitter streets, my nigga. You might get run down on by some CHT demons. I thought
I'm not even on Twitter like that. What the fuck?
I got ran down on by them CHT demons. Everybody and their mother was hyping it up, and I'm sitting here like, honestly, it is what it is. I guess. Yeah, hey, the art is good though, and I was really disappointed because I really wanted to like this series. I even went on Reddit asking like, yo, everybody's.
It's like, nigga, what's your favorite? What's your favorite series? It's more likely one of the trash ass shit. It's like the modern ass shit. Well, like, my favorite thing is Chainsaw Man and Demon Slayer. Another nigga. My thing is Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan. Another nigga. My favorites are DBZ, Attack on Titan, JJK. Like, dude, it's so fucking common, man. I hate that shit. I'm sorry.
Saying that this series is so good and how crazy it is, but I'm just not seeing it. And I swear to God, bro, GACHIAKUTA fans, y'all don't rep y'all series how y'all supposed to. Because I swear to God, people kept telling me that if I don't like the story by 40 chapters, then I'm just not gonna like the story at all. And honestly, I agreed with them. The first 40 chapters get you familiar with the mangaka's direction and the way they like to tell their story. Maybe Kei Urana's writing style just wasn't my taste. So I dropped the series with the conclusion that GACHIAKUTA was overhyped. But then the Raiders started spinning the block.
Yeah. They're a dabber, man.
This right here is Zodal. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Zodile, Zod.
I've been saying Zodal.
But he's the main antagonist. His presence in the story honestly changes a lot. Literally, his first move is going up to the main character and being like, yo, did you hear? Steve Jobs got
the fuck no.
Who the hell is Steve Jobs?
Lick my balls.
And just grabbing Rudo and starting the trash storm arc. This is the moment where I was like,
oh shit.
Did I speak too soon? How I dropped the manga right before something like this happens? What other main antagonists do you know just casually pulling up like this?
Like Shigaraki, let's not like early Shigaraki had a few big ass moves, like him pulling up to like Deku like in the ball. I still remember that shit.
I was intrigued. You see, one thing that I really appreciate about GACHIAKUTA is that all the characters are active characters. One very important thing that I learned about writing characters is about active and passive characters. Active characters like Rudo and Zoldo, oh my god, that sounds so weird. Those are characters that move the plot forward with their actions. A passive character is a character that's kind of gonna sit around and wait for the plot to move them. Of course, not every passive character is only going to sit around and wait for the plot. Some of them do move, but active characters are the best when it comes to stories like this. Long story short, there are characters that get clapped and there are characters that do the clapping. And Lil Zo, he do the clapping. Most shows
again, like, it's so weird how he hasn't killed anyone, like him or Rudo. It's a very, very weird issue. So far that I've seen, but like 100 chapters in, no actual deaths. And like it's really some mad dangerous environments. I'm pretty sure Force of Death. So Force of Death, let me see something. That is 45. Force of Death started in 45 and niggas were dying, so now it's a weird case, but like Rapunzel, that girl, she died when she got blasted out of that giant trash beast that Zodal made. It's the only recent death. It's like, really? Only she died? Like everyone else escapes? Like they're essentially fine? Like what the fuck?
main antagonists
So
are
weird.
cold and calculated, and they won't make a move until it's absolutely necessary. But Lil Zo is in that field. He is a big stepper. He doesn't just let his lackeys take care of the jobs. No. He doing the drive-by right with them. Zoldo is the leader of the Raiders, and honestly, he's one of my favorite characters in the manga, just because of how involved he is as a main protagonist. I also enjoy how he has a little bit more personality than the classic cold and calculated villain. He seems a little deranged, you know? And he has to eat sweet stuff to activate his power, which is hilarious. This dude be stuffing him in his mouth with one bite, no homo. Big bag ass. Since we talking about antagonists, I'm not gonna lie, the Raiders are crazy.
They're crazy, alright.
I wouldn't even consider them villains because they're really not. The only Raider that would really fit in this category is Jabber, and he's not even necessarily evil. I think he's more focused on hurting himself than other people. So he's not really evil. He's just freaky. But he's
I'm gonna tell you right now, Jabber is an actual deity disciple because he gets like a wreck while fighting and shit. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
definitely really cool. He be getting all the cool art pieces,
he does,
bro. And it really
he does get like
accentuates
the
how
best
crazy
panels.
this dude is. The rest of the Raiders are cool, you know, there's nothing really special about them in my opinion. I guess Billy Ray Cyrus with all the hands is alright, but the only ones I really like are Jabba and Zodal. I will say though that the Raiders do have an interesting dichotomy with the Cleaners. They kinda want the same thing. They both want to find out more about the secrets of the ground and how it's connected to the sphere, and possibly even head up to the sphere, which makes me curious on how the series is gonna end. In terms of our protagonists, of course we have Rudo. Rudo is a great protagonist in my opinion. He definitely isn't my favorite character in the series, but I think that he's perfectly placed within this story. Engine, on the other hand, is probably my least favorite character out of the main cast. I know that there's probably something deeper to his character, but since he's been introduced, he's just been cool umbrella guy. And I've been waiting for him to really...
Dude, low-key, he's like mad clean though. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, they kind of lean in on like how like jokey he like gets half the time with them. But still, overall, in these fights, clean.
Throw hands with somebody. I feel like every chance we get to see him box, we get baited. During the trash storm arc, we get baited. When Zodal is about to murk the information broker, we get baited. Stop teasing me, Miss Urana. Rio is the most interesting cleaner on God. And it's not just because she knows how to use her legs, you feel me?
I didn't even joke about that. She's 16. Come on, man.
Nah, for real. I wouldn't take her on a date, bro. She don't got no ass. She is not waifu.
Stop.
She's the most interesting cleaner because she has the most depth within her character, in my opinion. I feel like she's super three-dimensional, having a soft side, a dark side, and a mysterious backstory. I also like the fact that she's not just the typical girl of the group. She can hang with the boys, which is cool. Zonka is a great character.
She should be having that gun, though. I remember that. She was on something. What the? Like, dude.
He just is not my favorite. As you can tell, I felt like the main cast.
And then, what was it? What's his name? He says it. Yeah, Zaga's good. It's just that I'm not feeling him like that. He be having good moments too. It's just that It don't help how he be losing. I should be honest there.
He just is not my favorite. As you can tell, I felt like the main cast was good, but they didn't really steal the show for me, except for Rita. And the first 40 chapters in, that's who we're following. And even though the Trash Storm arc was great, I still needed more. I'm greedy as hell. I needed that one moment that hooks me and keeps me reading. I wanted to hop on the GACHIAKUTA bandwagon, for real. Miss Urana, please, put it on me. Miss Urana,
Hold up. Pause? No pause? Oh shit.
and proceeded to turn around and say, "Be careful what you wish for, bitch." Everybody loves a good plot twist. Depending on how it's pulled off, it could make or break your entire story. You gotta be very careful with a plot twist because you are quite.
Because that shit with Tamsi, I was like, oh, why? I'm like, why, dude? Literally, why? What the fuck? Trying to do some mad shady shit, dude. I was like, what the fuck? Again, why? Tell me why. Tell me why. Man, there were so many times where this shit's trying to be like berserk.
Quite literally twisting your plot for better or worse. A good plot twist is usually a moment that's gonna change everything, not just for the story, but for the characters in it. If you twist too little, it won't make too much of an impact on your readers. And if you twist too hard, you can risk breaking your entire storyline. But there's a master class of writers that can pull off the plot twist just right. And Kei Urana is one of them. Because what the hell is going on with Tamsi? This is one of the best plot twists in recent manga. I'm putting it up there with Samura's betrayal. This was insane. Remember how I said that the Amo arc was where I stopped reading because I was bored? Yeah, well, this reveal literally recontextualizes that entire arc for me. When we meet Amo, she just seems like some random crazy girl with a part of
There's a good reason why. You know what I mean? By good reason, it's like for like the most fucked up reason possible.
Watchmen series. Tamsi helps the cleaners take her down, and afterwards Rudo gives her a two-piece with fries, right? He ends up feeling bad about it, so he apologizes and gets her to talk about her backstory. It's really sad. She gets sold off to a P3DO and lives most of her life loved by him. But one day she gets saved by somebody she calls an angel because he can cross up to the sphere. Okay, cool, right? Expanding the lore, whatever, right? Okay. After the cleaners leave Amo, we find out that the raiders have her Watchman boots, insinuating that she's been captured. But it wasn't the raiders that captured her, it was Tamsi the whole time. And we find out in the most spine-chilling way. The cake, he sits right in front of her and eats the cake after starving her. This dude, but cute. That plot twist isn't even that crazy. Are you really gonna tell me it's as good as Samura's betrayal? Are you really saying it's better than Black Zetsu and Kaguya? You're such a retard. Yeah, and Tamsi is the one that killed Rudo's dad, by the way.
Watch the mass boy. Damn, what? How did he hide all that hair then? I think I've seen it titled before, but what? Him? Apparently I need to read some more. Like, is this man call all the fuck up? What the hell?
Oh shit. What? Are you really saying that we've been rolling around with the person that can travel to this sphere this whole time? This was the moment, I swear to God, I put my phone down and I did the absolute cinema pose because, oh my God. And now Tamsi is easily my #1 favorite character in this manga from this point. He is insane, and the way Kei Urana portrays his inner thoughts is pure comedy. I have so many questions. What is his connection to the Watchmen? What is his connection to Regto? What is this thing inside of Rudo that he's just waiting to come out? This is what I'm talking about, baby. Everything about this reveal made me a fan of GACHIAKUTA. And you know, since we're talking about one of my favorite characters in Tamsi, let's just keep the train going. Corvus and Follow are exceptional characters to me. Honorable mention goes to Semiyu. Now, I'm not sure if you knew since I look like a stick figure on camera, but in reality, I'm black as hell. So you may think that I have a bias because, oh yeah, representation.
Oh, that's good.
But nah, I don't care what skin color my characters are. I just want them to be well written. So GACHIAKUTA is a plus because Kei Urana does a great job at writing darker skin characters. Probably because they're just regular characters and it doesn't matter what skin color they are, but you know, Corvus has so much mystery behind him and I can't figure him out. It only makes me more intrigued after the conversation he had with Ruto. It's crazy how a character with barely any screen time can be so interesting, and his design is really good. Semiyu, on the other hand, is fine.
He ain't lying. Like, she got some F cups or something. I see, baby girl. Let her pull up, see what happens. Like, yo, man. Like, you know, it's like, you know, Big Dog's tapping that.
Oh
like,
my
come on,
god, y'all see this? I would let her step on me. Other than those big old yitties, she's pretty interesting when it comes to what she can do with her
bro, she literally got the Sharingan though.
vital instrument. And Follow's just good, man. Follow's a good character, bro. I like a character with a lot of emotion that upsets the story sometimes, you know. Sometimes it's pulled off right. His moment with Ruto and awakening
I
his
still didn't
giver
get to
powers
that.
made me
Hold
like
up.
him a lot more than a lot of the other characters. Chef's kiss, Miss Urana. All of these things that I mentioned added up on my experience. So I'ma just give the answer straight up right now. GACHIAKUTA is not overhyped. In fact, I would say it's underrated. The art, which is done traditionally, by the way, not digitally, it speaks for itself. But the story, lore, and mystery speaks a whole lot louder. The CHT Demons was right, bro. GACHIAKUTA is peak. You can hop on the bandwagon. I promise. It's safe.
I still got issues, but again, like as of now, I'm still having to sit at my number 13 spot. 13. So I can only imagine where it goes from here. I'll see how much better it like gets. But look, y'all, I gotta rest right now. Like tomorrow for work. Yeah, I might do reviews for it. I'll see, because I want to actually get to like actual like reviews for shit. I got something for like Has-Been Hotel trying to come out. The way I did it, it's taking longer than expected, and I might have to add to it. So anyway, so this is Hot Take Central.